Hi, and welcome to Austin, Texas, home of Texas Roller Derby. I'm Cater Dye.
And I'm Greta Ground and Pound, and we have the Cavello Cup Championship bout for you tonight. It is the Rhinestone Cowgirls versus Las Putas del Fuego.
Both teams have been training extremely hard for this game. It's going to be so crazy. I'm so excited.
Yes, and an interesting thing to note is the Rhinestone Cowgirls have been to the Cavello Cup Champions 4 years in a row, and the Putas del Fuego haven't seen a championship bout since 2006.
The time has come for the Putas to rise.
Yes,
maybe.
Maybe. Stay tuned and we'll see what happens. Welcome to the track, Las Putas del Fuego. Captain, Corazon. Co-captain, Picante, Shanks-a-Lot, Like a Boss. Dostoevsky, Bentley Screws, Hustlepuff, Rasta Fury, Sabotage, Wild Carnage, Putahantas, Juicy Cooter, Hell's Bell.
Now entering the track, your four-time Cavello Cup champions, the Rhinestone Cowgirls. Captain D. Toxin, co-captain Ali Bamazon, Abby Roadkill, Ali Moni, Blocktoberfest, Cold War, Diablo, Dill Dozer, Dusty Double Wide, Loretta Sin, Nikki Ticky Time Bomb, Pierce, Sassy Squasher,
Welcome to Austin, Texas. This is Texas Roller Derby. We've got the championship bout tonight. Wild Carnage out in front. She is the lead jammer for Las Putas del Fuego. If you've never seen this game before, keep an eye on the skaters with the stars on their helmets. Those are the jammers and the only skaters on the track who can score points. Right now, Wild Carnage is in her scoring pass. What the jammers try to do is they break out of the pack, lap the pack, and the second time through, they get a point for every opposing skater that they pass. Another advantage of being the lead jammer, other than just being out in front, is you have the strategic advantage of being able to call off the jam by placing your hands on your hips, just like Wild Carnage just did. Great start for Las Putas del Fuego. That's 4 points for Las Putas, 0 points for the Rhinestone Cowgirls.
Abby Roadkill jamming for the Rhinestone Cowgirls up against Like a Boss for Las Putas del Fuego. Going into a very hard pack, and Boss is out in front, your lead jammer. Abby still trying to get past this wall of Putas, and Rasta Fury doing a really great job of keeping her back, but she has made it through. Nice assist by Dill Dozer. And looks like Boss is already in the pack. Ooh,
Whoa.
getting taken down by a Cold War, it looks like.
Boss,
calling it off.
Oh my goodness.
Crazy. 2 points for Las Putas del Fuego, 0 points for the Rhinestone Cowgirls.
Minor penalty on Like a Boss for pushing. Boss, let me just ask you one question. Why you gotta be so pushy? Well, you busted the deal. You gotta face the wheel. Here it spins, around and around and around it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows, except for people who can travel into the future. Tug of war.
We had a minor penalty on Like a Boss for pushing. Minor penalties in our game go to the penalty wheel, and Boss has spun the Tug of War. She's going up against Dusty Double Wide of the Rhinestone Cowgirls.
I have not seen Dusty Double Wide ever lose a tug of war. I'm pretty sure. She's Dusty Double Wide is your penalty wheel ringer.
She's pretty good. So if Boss loses this penalty, she loses a point for her team.
Oh man, she's given a really, really tough, making it tough on her, but Dusty does win that penalty, stealing that point from Las Putas del Fuego. Nikki Tiki Time Bomb jamming for the Rhinestone Cowgirls up against Wild Carnage jamming for Las Putas del Fuego. These are the two top jammers of the night, folks. They have got to be the two best jammers on the track tonight.
Maybe in the league.
Yeah, maybe in the league for sure. And man, look at the defense of these two packs. I mean, these two teams.
It's pretty intense
It
out
is
there.
crazy. And
So
it's like,
what happened right now is Wild Carnage advanced into the center and then cut to the front of the pack. She is going back to correct herself. When you do that, it is illegal. It's called advancement. And if you go on to score points after you've advanced, you will get a major penalty.
Nikki Tiki Time Bomb taking advantage of that. Carnage having to go back, and she is now your lead jammer. Looks like Carnage is right behind her.
So there's a lot of Rhinestone Cowgirls in the back of the pack right now. So the strategy is going to be for Nikki Tiki Time Bomb to call off the jam before Wild Carnage is able to score points.
And Alimony taking Bentley screws to the rail, giving her jammer a chance to score points. 1 point for the Rhinestone Cowgirls, 0 points for Las Putas del Fuego.
Like a Boss jamming for Las Putas del Fuego, Thumper jamming for the Rhinestone Cowgirls. Like a Boss getting the edge off the whistle.
Ooh, and she's up on the high side again, but
Whoa!
stopped. Stopped by Dusty Double Wide. What a surprise.
Everybody got stopped. Thumper's having a hard time breaking through the back wall of the Putas. She manages to do it all the way on the inside of the track like a big old cheater.
Yeah, Bentley screws keeping her on that inside line. Very good job by Bentley.
Yeah, there's some rookie mistakes that Thumper's making. She's an alternate, she's new, she's gonna learn, but you just can't run around on the inside of the track like
You
that.
can try it. E for effort. Like a Boss is your lead jammer, and she is coming in to score some points. If the Putas can stop some of these Rhinestones from running, all right, nice whip by
Excellent.
Cora.
Whoa!
Boss goes down, trying to call it off, but she is not in bounds. Finally calls it off. 3 points for Las Putas del Fuego, 0 points for the Rhinestone Cowgirls. Abby Roadkill jamming for the Rhinestone Cowgirls up against Hustle Puff jamming for Las Putas del Fuego. Whoa! Abby is out like a firecracker.
So dirty, like the dirtiest firecracker I've ever seen.
She is dirty. She just realized that she was dirty. She is turning around to correct herself. And Hustlepuff still having a hell of a time getting past these Rhinestones. And she is now your lead jammer, Hustlepuff. Ooh, Heathen taking Abby to the rail. I don't think Abby was expecting that
Abby
at all.
was getting really mad because the skaters weren't allowing her to correct herself because they were staying behind her.
Well, hey, strategy, baby. It's
It
all
works.
about strategy.
Got to learn the rules.
Abby just cannot get past these Putas, finally making it out of the pack. Hustlepuff trying to score some points on the Rhinestone
Oh,
Cowgirls.
Dozer giving her a big hit. Dozer is so strong.
Very strong, and she times great. 4 points for Las Putas del Fuego, 0 points for the Rhinestone Cowgirls.
Wild Carnage jamming for Las Putas del Fuego. Nikki Tiki Time Bomb jamming for the Rhinestone Cowgirls. Looks like Nikki's yelling something at her team. And she's stuck behind a wall of Putas.
Man, this defense is so crazy. It's
It
like
is nuts.
Carnage just took a swing for Dusty Double Wide's head. I don't know if you saw that, but oh, nice block by Carnage, taking Nikki to the inside. Nikki is still your lead jammer. Carnage coming back to correct herself once again.
I don't know if that's a strategy I would have used. I would have stayed right on Nikki's tail to force her to call off the jam earlier.
Yeah, that is really smart. Nikki coming in hard to this pack and busting through, getting caught behind Cooter and Rasta
Yeah.
Fury.
There are all sorts of forearms happening in this jam. We'll see if any of those get called. That is 4 points for the Rhinestone Cowgirls, 0 points for Las Putas del Fuego.
Like a Boss jamming for Las Putas del Fuego up against Abby Roadkill for the Rhinestone Cowgirls. Abby trying to go in on the inside, but the Putas are holding that line very, very well. And Like a Boss, boom, right through Diablo and Cold War, taken out to the inside by Dusty Double Wide. Dusty is not letting her out of her sight.
Dusty's relentless, but
Oh,
Boss
man.
is through. Boss is your lead jammer for Las Putas del Fuego. Abby Roadkill stuck in the back of the pack, trying to get past that wall.
Stuck behind Picante and Cooter.
2 of my votes for the J-Lo Booty Award.
Yeah, baby. And looks like she is going to drop back and try to stop Boss. Cora not going to let that happen. Very nice, Cora. Keeping Abby back, and Boss sails past a few points. She's going to try to catch up with these other runaway Rhinestones.
The Rhinestones are going to hit the pack here, so they're going to have to slow down.
Boss just needs to turn on those jets, baby. Turn on those jets. Ooh,
Dusty
nice hit by
double
Dusty
wide.
double wide.
They don't call her double wide for nothing.
No, they don't. And Boss calling it off. 4 points for Las Putas del Fuego. 0 points for the Rhinestone Cowgirls.
Thumper jamming for the Rhinestone Cowgirls, and Sabotage jamming for Las Putas del Fuego. First time we've seen Sabotage this quarter.
Thumper getting tripped up by her own teammates there, and then Hustlepuff keeping her back. Nice hit by Corazon, taking Thumper to the inside.
Impressive.
Don't you love it when that happens? Ooh.
There's something that's so beautiful when the timing is right.
Oh my God, it's the best thing ever.
Oh.
Whoa, man, Nikki Tiki Time Bomb chasing Sab to the top, and Sab inching by. She needs to get to stepping, get those points, Sabotage, and here comes Thumper getting a nice whip by her teammate Pierce. And Sab looks like she's coming in pretty slow, thinking about this.
Yeah, she just needs to
go. She did go, and Nikki Tiki Time Bomb and Alabama's on taking her to the rail. Man, Thumper soared right past them and calls it off. 4 points for the Rhinestone Cowgirls, 1 point for Las Putas del Fuego. We have just ended the first quarter. It is 15-9. Las Putas del Fuego are ahead of the Rhinestone Cowgirls. Let's see what happens.
Hi, I'm Hermione Danger. I'm here with Loretta Sin of the Rhinestone Cowgirls. Looked a little rough early, but you guys are staging a comeback. How do you feel about the first quarter so far?
First quarter so far, you know, we usually feel it out, see what's working, what's not. As soon as we figure out what they're doing, we just readjust and come back.
You guys are killing it in the first quarter so far. How do you think it's going?
It's going great. It's in our favor right now, but there's no winner or loser at this point. It's all about holding our walls, playing our defense, and nickel and diming those points. So it's anybody's game, but hopefully it's the Putas.
The Putas have jumped out to an early lead, but let's see what the second quarter holds. It is the second quarter of Texas Roller Derby. We have the Rhinestone Cowgirls versus Las Putas del Fuego in a battle to the death for the Cabello Cup Championship. We have Like a Boss down. Unfortunately, this happens. Skaters do get injured. It is the second quarter of Texas Roller Derby. We have the Cabello Cup Championship bout happening right now. The Rhinestone Cowgirls versus Las Putas del Fuego. And if you've never seen the game, keep an eye on the skaters with the stars on their helmets. There's one per team, and those are the jammers. They're the only skaters on the track who can score points. Right now, Nikki Tiki Time Bomb of the Rhinestone Cowgirls is out of the pack. She is your lead jammer. The way they score points is the jammers break through the pack, lap the pack, and the second time through, they get a point for every opposing skater that they pass. Corazon giving Nikki Tiki Time Bomb a good hit. We have a little bit of chaos. There's some Putas del Fuego running away. Very spread out. We really don't have much of a pack happening.
Very smart move by Hustlepuff by staying back and blocking Nikki, not allowing her to get any further.
Yes. Now, blockers cannot block jammers more than 20 feet away from the pack, but a jammer can block another jammer anywhere on the track.
They do what they want on this track,
That's
baby.
right.
And Hustlepuff just took Nikki to the ground.
1 point for the Rhinestone Cowgirls, 0 points for Las Putas del Fuego.
Nikki Tiki Time Bomb jamming for the Rhinestone Cowgirls against Like a Boss jamming for Las Putas del Fuego. This is Like a Boss's first jam back in for a while. She had a really hard hit and she sat out for a few jams, but it's good to see her back out there, and she's now getting pummeled by a plethora of Rhinestone Cowgirls. Man, they're making
indeed.
They're making it hard, but she pulls through, and Nikki Tiki Time Bomb stuck behind Bentley Screws.
Hustlepuff,
Corazon,
Juicy
Cooter. I mean, come on. That's a crazy defensive line. It looks like Nikki's going to drop back and try to stop Boss. Boss slides right into the backs of some more Rhinestone Cowgirls. Ooh, a little messy there.
But
oh, nice block by Alabama's. 4 points for Las Putas del Fuego, 0 points for the Rhinestone Cowgirls.
We have a minor penalty on Dusty Double Wide for holding the jammer.
Dusty Double Wide, you're setting a poor example for young Julie. Julie, spin that wheel. Oh my goodness. It looks like the wheel's spinning. It's ticking, it's talking, it's going around. And the number 2, it's not the number 2 you're thinking of, ladies and gentlemen. It stands for a 2-lap duel.
We had a minor penalty on Dusty Double Wide for holding. She spun a 2-lap duel. Whoa! Dusty kicked out, tripped like a boss. I don't know if that's going to count as fighting.
Yeah.
Fighting is mandatory in this 2-lap race.
Well, it's not fighting, but someone has to hit the ground.
Yes! Like a boss!
Dude, Boss taking out Dusty. Dusty might... Dude, Like a Boss just owned Dusty Double Wide in that 2-lap duel. Abby Roadkill jamming for the Rhinestone Cowgirls up against Hustlepuff jamming for Las Putas del Fuego. Dude, Picante owning Abby Roadkill. But she breaks free, and Hustlepuff is your lead jammer. Man, she's so fast. So small, so fast, and Abby Roadkill having a hell of a time getting around these Puta blockers. Picante not letting her go anywhere. Nobody's watching Hustle. Pierce going in for...
smokes.
Dude, Nikki taking Hustle to the rail, then Diablo taking her to the rail right afterwards.
Hustle needs to keep an eye on Abby Roadkill and make sure she calls off the jam.
She's
and
calling
she
it
does.
off now. 4 points for the Putas del Fuego, 0 points for the Rhinestone Cowgirls.
4, okay. Like a Boss jamming for Las Putas del Fuego up against Cold War for the Rhinestone Cowgirls. Like a Boss is on fire tonight.
Dude, oh man, Dusty giving her a nice little butt to the inside. And she's behind Alimony. Oh man, Dusty trying to give her an elbow and she takes herself out.
That's rough.
That is rough. Boss is your lead jammer. And Cold War getting taken down. And here comes Boss right around. Putas are trying to hold some of these rhinestones back.
Yes.
Dusty's got her eye on Boss and takes her to the rail and to the inside.
It's like pinball.
And once again, there is no getting around Dusty Double Wide. How many times have I said that tonight?
Enough. It's true, though. It's absolutely true. We end with 3 points for Las Putas del Fuego, 0 points for the Rhinestone Cowgirls.
Nikki Tiki Time Bomb jamming for the Rhinestone Cowgirls up against Sabotage jamming for Las Putas del Fuego. Man, look how slow the pack is moving. It's almost at a standstill. And then, boom, they shoot off. Sab trying to get around Dusty, looking for some help from Picante. And look at Nikki back there. She is caught in the back. Corazon not letting her out of her sight. And there she goes.
Whoa.
Break on through to the other side, baby. Nikki Tiki Time Bomb is your lead jammer.
This is the Nikki Tiki Time Bomb that we're used to seeing. We're used to seeing her break out of the pack quickly. And
oh, yeah. And the Putas already running.
Yeah, we have 2 Putas caught in the pack. Those are going to be the points that happen first.
Nice dozer. Abby Roadkill,
Oh,
dozer,
Wild
and Dusty.
Carnage bumps Nikki out of bounds. Nikki will have to correct herself if she wants to get these points. And she does. She's going back through. She's got the 2 points and calls off the jam.
Dozer pushing Carnage to the inside. She almost took out category.
2 points for the Rhinestone Cowgirls, 0 points for Las Putas del Fuego. A minor penalty on Dusty Double Wide for multiple infractions, also on Abby Roadkill. So the penalty spun was the arm wrestle, and it was a quick one. Like a Boss was sent up for Las Putas del Fuego. She is undefeated and remains undefeated.
And taking those points away from the Rhinestones, man.
That's right.
2
The Rhinestones
points.
lose 2.
They don't have any to lose.
Wild Carnage jamming, and she is up against Nikki Tiki Time Bomb for the Rhinestone Cowgirls. Lots of activity, people hitting the ground already.
Man, look at that. Putahontas and Hustlepuff hitting Nikki over and over again. And look at that. Nikki slides right through the rest of that pack. Again.
Oh, stuck in the back.
Yeah, she needs some help from her blockers, and Picante and Putas are doing the best they can, but this Rhinestone defense is insane. And here comes Nikki. Picante's got her eye on her, trying to keep her back, doing a pretty damn good job of it too, but she gets around with an assist by Alabamazon.
Yeah, this game is so complicated because you have to play offense and defense at the same time. It makes it very complicated and very chaotic when you're out there.
Carnage needs to try to get out of this pack. Nikki is coming in for her second round of scoring and almost being taken out by Carnage there, and getting taken to the rail by Putas and Carnage, and calling the jam off. 6 points for the Rhinestone Cowgirls, 0 points for Las Putas del Fuego.
We finished the half with a score of 27 for Las Putas del Fuego, 15 for the Rhinestone Cowgirls. I am here with Like a Boss of Las Putas del Fuego, who tonight is skating like a boss. My goodness, you've had some issues go on. Now, at the beginning of the second quarter, it looked like you went down, got hurt. What happened?
There was a wall of rhinestones, and I slowly, in my version of it was slow motion, and Dusty's elbow, the last thing I saw was Dusty's elbow pad coming at my face, and it hit me like right on my bone, like right on my, yeah. I kind of like, I don't know what, and then I woke up and there was Mr. Fix-It and Dr. Evil over me like, are you okay?
You look really good out there. Your defense, the Rhinestone defense, is insane. I mean, the Puta defense is crazy too. Like, tell me about y'all's defense.
Well, we have great defensive players. Me, Dusty, Diablo, everyone. That's really our strong point. We have a hard time breaking from defense. So
yeah. Those names you just named off are some insane blockers.
So I've noticed a trend with the Putas del Fuego over the years, not necessarily like this bout, but when something dramatic happens, like if somebody gets hurt, something like that, the Putas tend to fall apart quickly. Is that something that you've addressed as a team?
We've addressed falling apart, period. We just don't. We keep our cool. We stay focused. It's never a win. So as long as we know that we're going to fight to the very end, then we do what we do.
Well, you are one of the fastest skaters in our league, and it was really showing tonight. How did you prepare for this game against this crazy defense?
I don't know. We prepared by trying to make them individual people instead of a whole wall of these awesome blockers. We just say, that's just that one girl that I can get around, so. But they're doing a good job.
Yeah, you're doing a good job of going buck wild on those blockers, too, and you can't make it through.
I'm trying.
We have a major penalty on the last jam in the second quarter on Abby Roadkill for multiple infractions, a high block and a forearm.
It is the second half of Texas Roller Derby. Welcome to the third quarter. We have the championship bout happening tonight, the Rhinestone Cowgirls versus Las Putas del Fuego. You'll notice that the Rhinestone Cowgirls have one skater down. There was a major penalty on the last jam of the first half. And so Abby Roadkill is sitting out this jam while we reskate the same lineups. So right now, Nikki Tiki Time Bomb is jamming for the Rhinestone Cowgirls. She's up near the front, just broke out. Wild Carnage is right behind her. While Carnage was dirty, she advanced to get to the front of the pack, so she's falling back to correct herself. So if you're new to the game, the way the point scoring works, the jammers with the stars on their helmets are the only skaters who can score points. Their goal is to break through the pack, lap the pack, and the second time through, they're going to score a point for every opposing skater that they pass. So the blockers are playing offense and defense at the same time. Nikki Tiki Time Bomb calls off the jam by placing her hands on her hips. 2 points for the Rhinestone Cowgirls, 0 points for Las Putas del Fuego.
Okay, we have a minor penalty on Wild Carnage for pushing in the back against the opposing blockers going through the pack.
Spin that wheel, Star Chaser, or actually that's Psycho Kitty's little girl, and she's gonna spin. It's spinning, it's going slow, slow, slow. It is a push cart. Do you think you can handle a push cart without breaking the rule?
Maybe.
We had a minor penalty on Wild Carnage of Las Putas del Fuego. She spun a push cart. There's a push cart that squats in the front and is not allowed to skate, and a skater that pushes the push cart.
They cannot go out of bounds either.
Nope, and it's a 2-lap race. And this is going to be a point loss penalty for Las Putas del Fuego. The Rhinestone Cowgirls win. They will take a point away from the Putas del Fuego.
Oh no, you can't let go of your push cart. I think you are disqualified if you let go of your push cart.
I'm not sure how that's going to work.
I'm pretty sure that you are. So we're going to see. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because the Putas won. So the Putas get to keep that precious point.
So precious.
Abby Roadkill jamming for the Rhinestone Cowgirls up against Like a Boss jamming for Las Putas del Fuego. Again, this pack moving so slow in the beginning. Just blockers trying to get position and keep the jammers as slow as they can. Dusty double wide, man,
Whoa.
taking Boss to town. And Abby Roadkill out with a nice little shove from Nikki Tiki Time Bomb. Dusty double wide taking Rasta Fury out.
Good heavens.
Good heavens, where is this pack? Looks like the Putas are running, and Abby's coming in to score some points, going around Rasta, going on the high side around the rest of those Putas, and she's gonna keep going, try to score some more points. Nope, she calls it off. 2 points for the Rhinestone Cowgirls, 0 points for Las Putas del Fuego.
Thumper is jamming for the Rhinestone Cowgirls. She's up against Hustle Puff for Las Putas del Fuego.
Holy smokes!
Thumper makes it on the high, cuts out of that pack so fast. Nobody knew she was there.
She is so fast for a rookie skater, not even on a team. She will be eligible to be drafted in the next draft.
Yes,
looks like
in a week.
Yeah, looks like Hustlepuff dropping back to try to block her, and Thumper with those fast feet going around the pack. Pretty sure she went around on the inside, not going to get any points for that. And these Putas are catching back up with this Rhinestone pack.
Hustle drops back again, going into try the block one more time.
Man, Thumper is so good at juking around these blockers.
Yeah, she's got really fast feet.
Very fast feet. Oh, man. Picante trying to take her out, ends up taking herself out, and Thumper is once again on her way to scoring some more points. Very impressive by this rookie skater. And we run out of time in that jam. 4 points for the Rhinestone Cowgirls, 0 points for Las Putas del Fuego.
Mighty Mouse jamming for Las Putas del Fuego up against Loretta Sin for the Rhinestone Cowgirls.
Haven't seen much out of these two jammers tonight.
No, we haven't, but Smitey Mouse is a seasoned veteran when it comes to jamming, so I'd like to see if she can get anything done, get around Dusty double wide to start with.
And Loretta with those fast feet, dude, she just fast-footed her way through that pack. Very nice strategy on Loretta Sin's part.
Loretta's been taking a lot of speed skating classes.
That's right.
So she's been working on her speed and form.
And she's coming in hot around these rhinestones. Now she's got to catch up with these Puta blockers who have now run away, giving Smitey a nice whip. And the Rhinestone Cowgirls are stopping dead on the track. Out of time in that jam. 1 point for the Rhinestone Cowgirls, 0 points for Las Putas del Fuego.
Okay, we have got a minor penalty on Juicy Cooter for illegal engagement, blocking another skater while out of bounds.
Spin that wheel, doll. Awesome, it's going around once again. What do you want it to be? I'm just curious.
Anything, I don't care.
She does not care anything. Well, it is a 2-lap duel.
So we have another minor penalty on the Putas del Fuego. Miss Heathen Hooker, and Thumper is taking her down.
It is actually Juicy Cooter.
Oh, that is Juicy Cooter with the minor penalty for Las Putas del Fuego.
Thumper got the early advantage, but
she did, yeah. But it looks like that's Cooter?
Yeah.
It looks like Cooter is not letting her go. One of these ladies is going to have to give. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go.
They stopped him and they restarted him. Okay, that doesn't happen a lot in this game.
Go, go. If Thumper can get around Cooter, she's probably going to win, but it looks like Cooter.
That's just 1 lap, though. There's 2 laps.
There's 2 laps. Go, baby. Go, baby. Thumper is fast. Thumper is
She is fast. And she just took a whip off of Cooter, which makes her even faster.
Yeah, and it looks like Thumper is going to take that, again, precious point away from Las Putas del Fuego.
Heathen Hooker jamming for Las Putas del Fuego up against Abby Roadkill for the Rhinestone Cowgirls. Looked like Abby was coming in really fast, but then she hit the ground.
Yeah, hit the ground pretty hard.
Heathen going on the high.
And Dusty is right in front of her, not letting her out of her sight.
Abby
Getting
Roadkill
some
is
help
out,
there.
but Abby is not your lead jammer. The referee is telling her, no, you need to go back and correct if you want to be clean.
You know who is your lead jammer?
Heathen Hooker.
She is giving the crowd her rock out sign. Let's rock and roll with Heathen Hooker.
The Rhinestone Cowgirls are speeding up, though. Whoa, Eva Picante!
Holy schmoly.
Just knocked the crap out of Dildozer.
If
Wow.
Heathen can get around Dozer, she can score a point and call it off. Call it off.
Call it off, baby girl.
Heathen Hooker calls it off. A little wobbly. She scores 1 point for Las Putas del Fuego, 0 points for the Rhinestone Cowgirls. Wild Carnage jamming for the Putas up against Loretta Sin for the Rhinestone Cowgirls. Loretta again getting those fast feet, and on the inside, she and Carnage are way out in front.
Carnage got
very
a great
cool.
push right as she was leaving the pack that put her in front
Whoa!
of Loretta Sin.
And then a ton of blockers just fall. They are trying to vie for position right now. This is so important when you have both jammers coming in at the same time.
Oh my goodness. The game is so tight right now.
And Carnage is in first. She calls it off. I think she gets a couple points. She does. 1 point for the Putas, 0 points for the Rhinestones. Thumper jamming for the Rhinestone Cowgirls against Hustlepuff for Las Putas del Fuego. Thumper tries to go high, and Boss says, I don't think so. Getting some help there from Rasta Fury. And Dusty trying to intercept that block.
It didn't work.
It sure didn't, because you know who snuck by? Hustlepuff. And look at that little jammer go, man.
Man, she's fast.
She is so fast.
Hustlepuff also cross-trains by playing ice hockey, so
Yeah.
she has just got the side-to-side lateral movement. It's
And
so
there,
good.
there go the Rhinestones taking off in the front, and Hustle is going to turn
Keep
those
going.
jets on and
Yeah.
just keep going. This crowd is so loud.
Yeah, when you're in a position like this where the other jammer has not broken through, you just need to keep going and
Just
keep racking up those
going.
points.
Don't worry about the time clock. Worry
Yeah.
about nice.
Whoa.
Nice juke around Dusty. That could have been lethal.
Yeah, that was very, very scary for
That
just a
was
second
scary.
there.
That was scary to me. I can only imagine how Hustlepuff felt out
Although
there.
I've seen Hustlepuff take Dusty Double Wide out before, which
That
is
is true.
a force to be reckoned with.
Oh! We run out of time in that jam, and Hustle goes down hard. 3 points for Las Putas del Fuego, 0 points for the Rhinestone Cowgirls. Coming out of the third quarter, it is 32-24. The Putas are still ahead. Man, this fourth quarter is just going to be so wild. I'm so excited.
It's going great. It's a lot better than we did in the scrimmages. We're working well as a team, even though the Putas are technically in the lead. They're playing our game. They're not scoring the big 7-10 points like they did up until this point in the season. So we're feeling pretty good about that.
Shut their jammers down. That is basically, do not let them score anymore. That's, as long as we've got that, we can keep it in the bag. Maybe a few more points would be good, but just shutting their jammer down is the best thing we could do.
So your plan is stop them at all costs.
Yes.
It looks like a really aggressive game out there. Are you worried about anybody getting worn out?
No, I don't think so. I think we do fairly good endurance, so I think I trust my team to be up on their top of their game. So
You guys were down early, but it looks like you're staging a comeback. How are you going to do the fourth quarter?
We are going to do great. We're going to stick to our game and keep pushing forward and playing strong defense like we do.
It looked like the Putas were going to run away with it. What did you guys talk about at halftime that made this turn around?
We played patty cake mostly and then massage circles.
Let the insanity begin. It is the fourth quarter. Welcome to the fourth quarter. This is the TXRD Texas Roller Derby Cavello Cup Championship. The Rhinestone Cowgirls are battling against Las Putas del Fuego, and it is a close one. A recap of the rules. Keep an eye on the skaters with the stars on their helmets. Out in front right now in red is Nikki Tiki Time Bomb. She is a jammer. The jammers have the stars on their helmets, and they're the only skaters on the track who can score points. The goal is to break through the pack, lap the pack, as Nikki is doing right now, and every opposing skater that she passes is a point. Now she has to do that inbounds, and she was not inbounds right there, so she's falling back to correct herself. The skaters have 60 seconds to do this. One jam is 60 seconds unless the lead jammer calls it off by placing her hands on her hips. That can be a very strategic move. So right now Nikki is making her way up to the pack again. The pack has come back together. They were a little spread out there for a hot second.
Damn, dude. Nikki calling it off with another whopping 6 points for the Rhinestone Cowgirls. 0 points for Las Putas del Fuego.
All right, I have got 2 minor penalties on the Putas del Fuego. The first one is Bentley screws, multiple infractions, composing of forearm and illegal engagement. The next one is on Picante, illegal engagement.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Glitterotica. She owns Medusa Skates. She's going to give a t-shirt to the winner of this challenge. Glitterotica, please spin that wheel. Good job. Okay, spin. What is it?
Push cart.
She's right, it's a push cart. Get ready to be a cart and be pushed.
So we have a double minor on Las Putas del Fuego, Miss Picante and Miss Bentley Screws. And they are doing the push cart against Loretta Sin and Abby Roadkill of the Rhinestone Cowgirls. Again, each team has to make 2 laps around the track, and it looks like the Rhinestones are in the lead. If the Putas lose this, they're gonna lose 2 points. We now have a tie game, y'all.
Rasta Fury jamming for Las Putas del Fuego up against Nikki Tiki Time Bomb for the Rhinestone Cowgirls. It is madness right now. This is a tie game. This is the first time the Rhinestones have been anywhere near having the lead. And it is madness and mayhem out there. They are skating with the desperation of skaters who are trying to win a championship bout.
Dude, Dozer just put Rasta on her butt.
Whoa!
Man, so many hard hits. These girls have been training so hard for this championship game, and it is showing.
Nikki Tiki Time Bomb is making her way into her point scoring position.
Cold War took a fall, and she is now cradling her arm. I think she might have hurt her wrist or something, but she's gotten back up, and she's going to keep going.
Rasta Fury holding on to Nikki Tiki Time Bomb, going to try to block here. We are running out of time in this jam, though.
3 points for the Rhinestone Cowgirls, 0 points for Las Putas del Fuego.
We have a major penalty on Rasta Fury for advancing out of the pack dirty.
Ooh, like a boss jamming for the Putas del Fuego against Nikki Tiki Time Bomb. The Putas del Fuego are down 1 man for a major penalty. And look at these jammers. They are both out. They are both hauling ass.
Now, the important thing to note is that because Rasta Fury is out, she would have been a ghost point, but that was not an issue here. Like a Boss got 1 point, called off that jam. That is 1 point for Las Putas del Fuego, 0 points for the Rhinestone Cowgirls.
Excellent strategy on Boss's behalf.
Sabotage jamming for Las Putas del Fuego up against Nikki Tiki Time Bomb for the Rhinestone Cowgirls. Ooh. It's so close right now. This is a 2-point game. We've got less than 5 minutes left in the bout. Anything could happen.
So tight. This pack is so tight. I feel like everyone is double blocking, triple blocking.
Yeah, everybody's been bringing their A game this whole game, but now it's A++.
Yes. Man, making it so hard for these jammers to get out.
Oh,
wow, Cora smashing Nikki up against the rail. And there goes Bentley giving her another little rail. And boom, she's around on the high side. Nikki Tiki Time Bomb is out in front. She is your lead jammer.
The Putas del Fuego need to turn up the heat right now. They need to run, run, run.
Sabotage cannot get out, and she is finally out in front.
The Putas in the back need to look behind them and know that Nikki is coming and knock the crap out of her.
And P. Conte barely sees her, barely gets her in time. She sneaks by.
Time runs out in the jam. That is 2 points for the Rhinestone Cowgirls, 0 points for the Putas del Fuego.
Okay, we have a major penalty on Dusty Double Wide for illegal engagement, blocking another skater while out of bounds.
Sabotage jamming for Las Putas del Fuego against Nikki Tiki Time Bomb jamming for the Rhinestones. This is a reskate. Whoa, man. This is a reskate. We had a major penalty on Dusty Double Wide. Sabotage sneaks by on Loretta's side when she's not looking. Oh, man, that's such a huge mistake by Loretta.
Yes, because as soon as Sabotage scores 1 point, she gets a ghost point for Dusty Double White.
And so these Putas need to keep these girls behind them. And oh man, and Nikki takes Sab out. That looked like a high block. Not sure if they're going to call it.
Sab is hurt.
Sab is down, and I'm pretty sure they called the jam out because of it.
They did.
We have a major penalty on Nikki Tiki Time Bomb for a high block against the jammer.
Abby Roadkill jamming for the Rhinestone Cowgirls. Hustlepuff jamming. Whoa! Hustlepuff is jamming for Las Putas del Fuego. Got some nastiness from Dusty Double White at the front of the pack.
Man, she saw the light at the front of that pack and she went for it. And
close.
Dusty put her back in the dark. Abby Roadkill, the same thing, trying to get around and wasn't able to make it. And Hustlepuff is your lead jammer. She is hightailing it out of there. And look at that. Abby Roadkill is just in a huge
clusterish
wall
area.
of Putas. They're doing a fantastic job. Oh my gosh, Hustlepuff right into the back of Abby, and she is on her way, calling it off. That is 2 points for Las Putas del Fuego, 0 points for the Rhinestone Cowgirls.
With 2 minutes left in the bout.
It's on Dusty Double Wide for multiple infractions, forearm and a high block. As the Rhinestone Cowgirls have had majors in 3 successive jams, they will lose a point for that last jam.
Hey, we're confused.
Puta Nation, make some noise!
Hustlepuff is jamming for Las Putas del Fuego. Abby Roadkill is jamming for the Rhinestone Cowgirls. Dusty Double White had a major on the last jam, which made 3 majors in a row.
Dude, Loretta just took Hustle to the rail
rail. So
Nikki and Loretta double blocking.
It's important to note that there was a score change. The Rhinestone Cowgirls lost a point because of 3 majors in 3 consecutive jams.
Oh my God, it is wild up here.
Oh my
goodness. Wild. Abby Roadkill finally making it out. Hustlepuff trying so hard to get around Nikki Tiki Time Bomb, but it is not happening. She has got to get out. Abby is on her way to scoring some points. This pack is fast, but Abby is going to catch up. Dozer taking Hustlepuff to the rail, and she's going to stay back and try to stop Abby while the rest of the Putas run.
Right now it's a tie game. Every point counts right now.
Hustlepuff doing a fantastic job not letting Abby by. Both of these jammers have got to be so tired. Abby was blocking from the inside. That could be a penalty.
It could be, although Hustle was blocking her.
She was also blocking against her.
They may wash it.
0 points for either team in that jam. That was excellent strategy by Hustlepuff. Nikki Tiki Time Bomb jamming for the Rhinestone Cowgirls against Wild Carnage jamming for Las Putas del Fuego.
It all comes down to
goes down in
this.
the back. Carnage trying to get around Dusty Double Wide, and she makes it. Carnage is your lead jammer. Rhinestones are going to try to take off. It looks like Nikki Tiki Time Bomb is dropping back. She's going to try to block Carnage. Cora giving her a whip. It is absolute mayhem out here. Everybody is just running, trying not to be a point. Not sure if Nikki even made it out of the pack.
I don't think so.
But Carnage is coming around. These Putas need to stop. They need to stop and hold the Rhinestones back, and they're just not thinking about it.
The Rhinestones can't block at this point. They're 20 feet away from the
They
pack.
cannot block, but Nikki can block. It is so crazy. What is happening? I don't even know.
If there are any major penalties, though, these points will be washed, and we will do it again.
That is true. And it looks like it is enough of a pack that Abby, oh my God. There are 3 points for Las Putas del Fuego, 0 points for the Rhinestone Cowgirls. Las Putas del Fuego are your 2014 Cabello Cup champions. The Putas del Fuego have not won a championship since 2006. This is a well-earned victory. So proud of these ladies, so proud of both teams.
Oh my goodness. It was a win for Las Putas del Fuego, 37-34. It came down to the last jam.
Yeah, a win by the skin of their teeth.
Yeah, 3 points in the last jam from Wild Carnage, and that sealed the deal. The Putas have broken the dry spell.
They are the 2014 Cavella Cup champions.
Thanks for watching. Come back, see us again next season. We'd love to have you.
We love you.
We love you. Going out into that last jam, the score was all tied up. So basically it was a 0-0 score. It might as well have been. How did that feel? All the pressure was on you.
Well, it's great that I thought there was 3 more jams for some reason because I felt no pressure and I was super confused when everyone was cheering at the end, but it was awesome. And then I realized we won.
I mean, all in all, how do you feel about the game you just played?
And everybody's gonna be like, I'm just happy to be in the championship. No, it sucks. I wanted to beat them so bad. They beat us. They absolutely beat us. There's no like contention like, oh, we should have gotten this point. They shouldn't have gotten this point. They beat us. Sucks.
It does suck.
Well, you had quite a game. There was a little bit of a scare. It looked like you went down and hit your head. You have had a concussion before. What was going on with that?
So it was right at the end, just before the whistle. Diablo came and just nailed me, and I wasn't expecting it, and I spun around and I hit the back of my head. But I have had a concussion before, and it didn't feel like that, so I kept skating, and I'm glad I did.
It's my last game with TXRD, so I really wanted to win, but I feel like it was a good game. The Putas have been working really hard all season, and I feel like I did everything that I could, so I'm happy with that.
So can you say that you feel just as proud having bench managed a team as you would have skated in the championship bout?
Absolutely. These girls work so hard, and we've been working together all season, and I just feel I cried. I ugly cried and everything. I mean, I felt so like I was just proud.
I know. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful moment when all the hard work comes together for real, because this team has not been to a championship bout since 2006.
I know! I can't even scream, I know!
There were, as a matter of fact, there were several seasons in which I was a part of the team that we didn't win a single game.
I know, that was really up all last season. All last season I didn't win a game. So
It was
this makes up for it.
How do you feel not being able to put your skates on and get out there and help? Is it hard?
The girls are so good. They have put so much time and effort into it. I had full confidence in the fact that they were going to pull this through, and they almost did. They came back. They played amazingly. Their defense was great. They shut down Carnage, and they did so good.
Yeah, I was riding high, but then my ivory tower toppled, and it tumbled from the sky. I got the feeling I'm